Hello, hello. Finally live again. Yeah, real life Zwift is better than static one. Oh, I think I didn't change I forgot to change the Twitch stream info. I changed it on YouTube and I forgot to change it on Twitch. Yeah, I stopped streaming for like a couple of days and I'm rusty. Oh well. All right, here we go. Yeah, I was using multi-stream before, but then I was having issues with the stream being cut off with the multi-stream RTMP URL on YouTube. That means extra work. In terms of having to change it everywhere. Helpmans cost us. I doubt it. I doubt if Zwift users would be interested in what I've got to do. On Wednesdays and Thursdays, my sense of time is worse than other days for some reason. I was doing something, and then I look up, and then it's 6 o'clock. Quite the shocker. Because I started doing that thing at like 3 o'clock or something. But days are getting shorter, having to need lights on the bike after like 9 o'clock. Yeah. Always happens when you're doing things. Yeah. Gotta order up some lights. I need to build a charging station for lights. We're going down south today. Actually got the route rather than just exploring randomly. We're taking a fixed route. Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, my personal take on this is that the company should match the best price. Bunch of skate associated web shops do this. Like I think Titus does this. I'm not quite sure if that's how you pronounce, but they'll do a best match. If you're like, hey, I found this somewhere else on this actual parent company's website for like 50% off, they'll return your money within a certain period. to do this. There's probably a price war, yeah. And not just that, right? Like, I mean, if you're on a bigger web shop, you might want to order other stuff along with the thing you're setting the lowest price tag clause against. In a way, it's a win-win situation for them. But yeah. Speaking of which, my bike is still at feed slab because Shimano is like apparently changing warehouses and whatnot, and my front shifter has still not arrived. Yeah, I made the big mistake of letting them order the parts. Apart from it being twice the price, the bike has been at the shop for like 20 days now. Omni also buys from them and marks them up. Possible, but I would assume people buying an Omnium are the kinds of people who will do at least some basic research. I don't know how the bike industry works. What's G? Thanks for the follow. I appreciate your attention. If you're here because you think this is a Zwift FTP test, apologies. Sorry to disappoint you. The bike industry doesn't work here. True. Yeah. Still there. Went there the other day to check and to talk and to get a part. I was like, oh, maybe we should just like build it out with another shifter. So might as well. I mean, I would have been happy with whatever I would have done within this time span. The main reason I went there was to get it done in like max 2 days. Because it would have taken me almost like 3 weeks to do the research and to do the work. In the end, it's a huge loss for me, but sometimes you gotta take an L. One day early, yeah, it's always a nice surprise. Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking. If that were my only bike, I would have been basically in a state of paralysis. Alright, I gotta get this seat post up again, not fix this issue. That's supposed to be the next, right? Okay. Yeah, I mean, climbing back up. I'll give it a few minutes. If it stays like that, I might have to stop and see what I can do. Copy in. And they also called me in the morning. It's like, did you know that recently we did some work near your house? It's like, no, I don't. Sometimes I can't tell if it's because obviously they're doing me a favor and talking to me in English, but if what they want to convey is kind of lost in the tone and translation, but it's funny. I don't know the kinds of work KPN is doing outside my house. Anyway, and then I was like, thanks for letting me know, but I already have internet for the year. If I need something, I'll call you. You don't have to call me. And then she was like, all right. Have a good day. You too. Oh boy, this was like such a dumb con. Totally not higher, yeah. I mean, the only reason I picked up is because I was hoping for it to be feet slab. And thought they were calling for a different number or something. But anyway. Yeah, I need to do that. I also need to do that for like the door. Otherwise I get like a bunch of crap from the lottery and the local newspaper. The old nay nay sticker. Yeah. Speaking of stickers, I've been meaning to get like a screen printing thing going. I've been putting it off. I've been putting off ordering the emulsion and the screen. I mean, these days, I forget what the brand is. They're doing combinations of laser cutting machines and screen printing add-on. Been drawing like random creatures again. It would be nice to experiment with those and see, especially with like multicolor. It's basically just layering. Yeah, old school. I mean, I did think about new school stuff, but I'm not running like a print shop, and it just doesn't justify the upfront cost. And I'm not even talking about like the big circular one with like a couple of arms coming out. The more compact, sophisticated ones would make sense. I don't know, maybe at some point. It's like expansion of the studio with a 3D printer, a laser cutter, yeah. Been a huge fan of scribbling abstract creatures. I don't do them as often. But they obviously have a different feel when you do it in the physical world, depending on what your medium is. My choice is acrylic and oil pastels. Yeah, all that gear. Yeah, it's yeah, my idea is to get them slowly. I don't want to just like shed a bunch of money and get that, and then it'll just sit there. Like a classic example is I have like a Canon scanner for like high quality stuff, high quality scanning, but the driver support maxes out at like 1014 Mac OS. And now the release candidate is like 14.6, I think. And it just doesn't work anymore. It's like, yeah, ridiculous. Oi. And it's on the third party to release, to keep updating, you know, the firmware for the drivers or the firmware or whatever for the platform. So yeah, I was just like so angry, and then I was like, okay, maybe I should give it some time before I email Canon support. But yeah, that's the reason I'm just gonna get like I used to have one. I think I got the first screen printing thing maybe when I was like, I don't know, can't remember, maybe like 18. But it was such a nightmare to find it because you can't, it's not like a common thing to find in India. You had to go to some corner alley store to find it. Oh yeah, I resisted getting a printer for like so long again. Because I didn't want to shed money on refilling. But then I ended up getting an Epson Eco Tank, something, the cheapest one with that, and it served me well. But also I mostly print out on like black and white, except for a couple of things here and there. Hey. But yeah, I feel you. That was like the biggest issue. At least so this printer also comes with an inbuilt scanner, but it's so fucking stupid. To pair it with the software on a desktop, you need the USB cable. You can only do it through Wi-Fi from the mobile app and not the desktop app. It's so bizarre. And I lost the data cable for it. And the data cable is like, a good data cable for these things are like, again, like $30 or something. So 20 or 30. Anyway, bloody stupid companies trying to I mean, I'm more than happy to pay for quality stuff, but just don't be so fucking greedy around one tiny thing which enables the main thing is supposed to do. Yeah, that's a plus to have family around. I mean, that's the way it should be, right? Like, if you had all your cousins live around you, like back in the day, you know, everyone could just contribute, and then you get the best one within certain limits, and everyone gets to use it. As with any communal thing, there'll be stuff like, oh, this guy printed like 100 pages and now I can't print a single page. Well, you just got to resolve them. Someone would take on the duty of keeping stock and ordering things. Or, yeah, just like, I don't understand, especially people who don't have to migrate. They can just live in the same country with their immediate and extended family around. You could just buy quality clothes for the kids and then pass it on to the cousins. Why buy shit stuff? And every family buys shit stuff. Again, shit is relative, but point being, at least, okay, I mean, jackets and stuff are quite shareable, even if there's a bit of an age difference. I feel like, I mean, it is kind of still the case in small villages wherein farming is the main thing, but I don't think they're buying printers and scanners though. Who knows, maybe they are. Ooh, windy, windy. All is good. Yeah, same. I do both. Back home, wake home. It's kind of what I use. But sometimes I'll do something analog and then scan it and then do the digital version of it. How the Wiggly World sticker is actually made. I think I'd gotten like a new brush pen. Yeah, I have one from 2014, I think. It still keeps going. I don't think I've even changed the tip of the stylus because my use is kind of limited. Yeah, I always opt for the super tiny ones, no matter what it is. Even computers, my daily driver is 13 inches. And it's like the perfect size for my blinders. But I do work on a bigger screen if I'm editing. That kind of creative stuff I do on a bigger screen. I did an app integration to the Discord server channel. It was supposed to announce, but I don't. All right, back. I had to slow down for it to be back up again. This is kind of weird. Yeah, gotta get talking with Starlink. I don't know, maybe I should look into the pricing and start figuring out a financial plan for it. That would be nice. Cargo bike would be the main stream bike at that point. You can just plop up the quote-unquote satellite up front. The feeling on the cargo bike is the opposite of what I feel on this tiny Brompton. Yeah, it's pretty expensive. I'm gonna look into the pricing and stuff. Not gonna obviously do it now, but maybe at some point in the future. Yeah, Starlink cargo bike thingy. Solar, yeah. Solar panel might not work for the Dutch weather there. Hey, hey, Riz. Dual dyno valves, yeah. That could work. But for my cadence and speed, I wonder if that's actually going to work. But who knows? Could work for like a spare. If I have two, could work for at least charging up the one that's not in use. Yeah, that's right. Need a windmill setup. Yeah, maybe I should like look into it for real. I'm pretty sure those like stock options out there to yeah, should look into that. Shit. Yeah, that's what I was thinking with the cargo bike. Like the last time I did the overnighter on the cargo, I streamed it and I had like two 25,000 milliampere hour ones, and that worked out. Just about. But I was also powering only the the microcontroller chip through that. So maybe it should be fine. Or I could just like get another pair, and that will. Yeah, I mean they're dang expensive, the good ones. It's almost like a whole week's worth food if you're eating it every day, that is. You're going airborne. Yeah. No, I mean windmill is like very fitting for the Dutch scape. So a nice replica of an old Dutch windmill. Yeah, but just because I have the cargo bike, I just don't want to pack it up with stuff. I wouldn't go very far within a given time frame. The inside of the windmill that provides storage. Oh boy. I was thinking more along the lines of a tiny windmill prototype generating energy, not a full-blown proper big windmill. I was about to stream on the cargo bike today, but my rear light broke the other day. It has like a super tiny star screw that screws in from the inside, and I think the bit of threading inside the plastic hole is gone, so the screw is not keeping things in place. And I fixed it the last time around. Looks like the super glue just came undone. I'll have to either try and cap the tiny hole in there, which I've never really done with plastic. So who knows, I might do more harm than good. If that doesn't work, I'm gonna do the super glue baking soda this time and just like shut it, and maybe I can figure out the solution later. But anyway, that's like the cargo real light rant. So many things to fix. The list keeps the list keeps expanding. Oh boy. Both horizontally and vertically. Can I use hot glue? Maybe could, but I no longer have a hot glue gun with me. I used to have it a long time ago, but I think the super glue would work. I probably didn't use the right kind of glue the last time because I didn't have it. Probably used like a plastic to something else, I don't know. Sometimes I get the wrong stuff because they're in Dutch and I'm like too lazy to get the phone out and translate. I'm like, okay, yeah, this seems like it, but that's not it. No, I'm not really a spreadsheet kind of person. I just do it for the bike stuff. I have like notes stuck everywhere where like gotta do that, gotta do this, but mostly they're like mental notes rather than spreadsheets to fix stuff. Wait, who has spreadsheets to fix stuff? I don't know. Maybe it's worth it. Yeah, I'm really against processes which on the surface level look like they're actually contributing to the thing you want to do, but they're not. In the same time, you could have done, like, it's almost like, you know, say it takes you 10 minutes to write a to-do list. You could have done like 2 things on the to-do list in the same time. But yeah, I think most cases having these lists is just stupid. But in some cases, again, take everything I say with a grain of salt. If you do those things, if it works for you, then it works for you. But yeah, it's like, you know, those kids who like highlight every dang sentence in the textbook, but then you ask them about something They're like, what? Anyway, that's me being mean and making fun of people, but Zuidlaren. Yay! Okay, let's go. Ooh. Head off. You too, have a good one. Yeah, going back to the whole spreadsheet talk, that's kind of the reason I don't like working with too many people as well, because most people in my limited experience of working on anything in general with other people is like too much discussion, too little work. It's like, come on dude, just do it. Just put pen on the paper. Yeah, research is fun though. Yeah, it's like I would take 80% of more output than 20% of than like, I don't know, 95% quality, very little output, especially when that output is not changing the world, whatever that means, but in the sense that one's life is not dependent on it. In which case, you do need the 95% or more. One big super chaotic highway vortex with weird ideas. Yeah, that's how it is. All the nodes connected into n dimensions. Yeah, I like people who combine different domains and all of those, especially like with artists, specifically like singer, songwriter kinds of people who take in different domains of their interests and somehow make them make sense in their quote unquote money earning domain. It's rush hour 24/7. Yeah. That's probably better than nothing at all now. Or maybe, yeah, the nothing at all stage is kind of hard to reach to begin with. But that's why you got like long distance hiking and riding and whatnot, because it's no longer rush hour. In a way. It's probably a different kind of rush hour. This horse has like a cloth on it, which makes it look like a zebra. Oh yeah.
Hi.
Pretty nice and quiet. No one is out today. I mean, once you're out of the city center, it's all pretty nice and quiet here. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I wonder, like, does anyone specifically own this land, or is it just like public land to the right? Let's see if I can point. Ah, boy. It's in front of some houses, so I think it's just like government land. But that itself is kind of stupid. What does government land mean? I mean, it makes sense in other countries, but it doesn't make sense in Europe. Point being, you can just go have picnics and stuff in that patch of grass, I suppose. Alright. Yeah, it's not fenced off, so, but I guess you just start doing the thing you want to do, and then if someone says anything, then you just be like, my bad. I guess that's the solution, if one is not sure. Kind of nice that it's actually gotten cooler this week. Hello, horse. Horse has its blinders on. Yeah, that's the way. What's that phrase? Ask for forgiveness than permission or something. Classic spot to the left. It'd be a nice up and down interval session. Just do it like 100 times and let's call it a good workout. No, cat, don't go. Alright, this tiny cat is scared. I'll just ask around. Good spot for letting out kites. Yeah. Speaking of kites, there's actually a festival wherein people fly kites. It's part of, yeah, it's a festival in India. And the classic approach is like you just go onto the terrace. But the kite flying is a bit different. The kites are also a bit different. You got permission from the farmer for your private kite spot. Hell yeah, way to go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, I mean, farmers in general wouldn't be against it, like those kinds of requests, I suppose. But obviously it helps to speak the language. Maybe I should take learning Dutch seriously and put down the hammer. Yeah, that's the only reason people fly kites. To make other people cry. My initial role as a kid was to, like, two tasks. One, to hold the spindle through which you have the string come through that connects to the kite. The other one is to look out for kites that have been cut and go grab them. And there's like a huge competition for that on the road as well, because everyone's running after them. And then the kite tying process is one of the more important steps, because that kind of dictates how it flies. And if you screw it up, you get a whack on the head from the older kids around you. Pro buggy racing kites, yeah. The kites here, at least what I've seen online, and a bunch of them at the beaches are like next level. I think, I mean here as in like outside of India. I think the first time I even got to know about the bigger kites was like, I don't know, maybe like through a video game or something. Can't remember. One line kites, some sport kites. Yeah, I don't know the differences between different kinds of kites. But I'm pretty sure, like with any tool, they serve a certain purpose. Let's see. Power kites were propulsion, jumping, one-liners were just like cruising stuff. Some trick kites. Crazy, yeah. pretty obsessed with kites for a while years ago. Yeah. Yeah, but it's like nice to, you know, have something wherein you're actively thinking about it rather than not have anything wherein it's like you're just like indifferent to everything. So it's kind of like the same, like some people are obsessive about keeping things super clean, and some people are like absolute disgusting animals. It's like I would rather, yeah, prefer to hang out with someone who is like obsessively clean than the other way around. Yeah, bit of a weird analogy, but yeah, tell me about it. To keep things like, especially how the houses are set up here, because the houses are right on the street. I have to bloody vacuum at least every other day, otherwise I can feel the dust. It's not like if it's not like US suburbia, then the only way to keep anything clean is to clean every day. And it also depends on the amount of space you have and what you do in that space. Everything I do is messy in nature, so it's like yeah, it's always a challenge. Oh. too many projects that generate a mess or huge piles of wires hanging around. Both. I do have piles of wires, but they're organized. They're not just like hanging around. I'm not, yeah, I wouldn't be able to deal with that. But I also like show and tell kind of organization. Very, I am not into the whole minimal aesthetic, hide everything, no wires to be seen situation. I like seeing the wires. I like where they go. I don't like having to get down and bend over to disconnect something or whatever. But they're all organized. But my organization is always a work in progress. Because always, sometimes I have to change the method of organization after use, because I realize that the old method is not working or whatever. Hi.
Hi. Thanks.
Yeah, the whole LED neon lights everywhere, in combination with the I'll show you how to build a desktop setup with no wires kind of thing. But I don't know. It's yeah, these are things that are like very personal in nature, and I don't understand people who do, who just get something I don't know, like who just gets whatever the other person is getting and implements that. Yeah, I'm going to try that here. Yeah. Yeah, they would probably, before they do that, spend like a gazillion dollars fixing up their power sockets and their placements. I need to update my current charging station as well, because my previous charging station I had chiseled out some stuff very specific to the items I had before, and things have changed a bit now. So we'll see. Whoa. It's like every Dutch house I've peered into. I mean, I'm not trying to peer into. It just so happens that you're walking or riding and then you just see. It's a classic setup after 7 o'clock. People in their sofas, in the low stand TV on. Luckily, most of the audio spaghetti is contained in one room. Yeah. But, yeah, a bit of noise is good. Organized chaos. Not quite chaos, but like organized chunks. But then visible chunks is good. I'm surprised that the 8-bit has not come about yet. Maybe it would in a bit. Hunnenbed, or yeah, that's a sign here. Drentse landscape. It's like a grave chamber. Did you soundproof it and everything, or does that not matter with the kind of music you play? I've been slowly going through the tracks on your SoundCloud, but they're all obviously a bit older. The portal tube. I mean, any space wherein you actually make anything is like that. If it's not that, then only shit comes out of it. Oh, I see, okay. Yeah, I mean, because that's essentially the history, no? It's a gateway, it's a portal back to the past, kind of like Back to the Future. It's also a bit dark, no daylight, indeed. Yeah. I recently, that's the case with the place I've turned into like a workshop setup, because it's in the middle. In the mornings it's all right. Later in the day it's pretty dark, and I was running like an IKEA ceiling light, but I couldn't find any white light with extra lumens. Anyway, all of that aside, I installed a couple of light bulbs, and it's so bright now that I can actually see the thing I'm working on. Right. I didn't want to get the light bulbs which are wired. I didn't find any initially when I was looking that didn't require direct wiring. And finally I found it on 123led.nl or LED 123, something like that. It's basically plug and play. But nothing beats actual sunlight there. I have two yellow smiley lights you painted yourself. Classic. Most walls in my place are filled with tire marks. Of people that lived here before when I needed some working light. Yeah, I only got lights recently. When I came to this place, all I had was a table lamp, and I would just use like a headlamp. But finally I have lights. After it took me a year to set up lights. Border Collies, Dutch Fields. Yeah, lights are overrated. People just have lights for no reason. Like most people don't even use all of the lights they have. I don't use most of the ceiling lights. But I do need them once in a while. Bike fit. These days everyone's doing a bike fit. Or maybe I'm just in that portal where I'm seeing many people get a bike fit done. Doing 33k on a Brompton already. I probably go the same speed on any bike. I'll just go cover more distance with larger wheels, but yeah, the only 29er I ever had was like the Kona Kahuna, which got stolen after 3 months of getting it. But Rib House, Texas. Welcome. This thing is always full. The Dutch like their Rib House, Texas. Hey. Hey. Ah, this is where the sound is coming from these bikes. Hey. Yeah, that might be a bit too fast, I think. If it's like off-road, I think I'm somewhere between 16 to 20. This would be Demi Wallering's slow ride. That's what I think she said in an interview or something. 25 kilometers per hour. But my pick has always been Puck Peterse. But Demi is like super strong on the road side of things. A nice touring ride with other competitions, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, Petersa is like pretty chill. Yeah, seems like it. Because I think, as far as I know, she has an older sister who rides as well at the elite level. But pushes into other things as well, I reckon. Yeah, I didn't really watch any of them live. I mostly caught up through Lantern Rouge highlights. And they're like two guys basically. And then the guy who has some colorful commentary during the stage 7 ending. It's like it was like Peter Sears' Wolverine, and he's like, Wolverine caught napping when Peter attacks towards the end. It was LOL in real life. Oh yeah, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, you wouldn't really see or expect anyone else to do that. You know, I like Kostya as well, but yeah, I mean, it's what it is. Everyone also knows who the stronger rider is, I suppose. But not to say that she didn't do the work. It's also kind of shit to be in her shoes, because that's what the whole internet is saying. Except for the Polish people. I didn't see that highlight. No, I read somewhere. I think, I don't know where, but I didn't see anything, because probably that wasn't part of the highlights or whatever. But yeah, come on, it's like you wouldn't expect that at that level. Paraactive Psycho. Pretty close. Pretty close to what? Or is this some sort of a random comment generator from a bot? I see, close to where you live. Okay, I didn't have the context. Good to know. It's all polders around here, per usual. Where am I from? I'm from Groningen. I live in the city. Yeah, I'm from India. I see. Cool. Yeah. Groningen. That's where we are. I live at Studs Park. That's where I camp out. Do you ride your bike around here? No, I was just joking. This is like a never-ending straight stretch of asphalt. Got to Groningen, go for a walk or bike, go around Blauwestaan. Huh. Yeah, I can imagine why. It's a bit boring out here, I would say, just with the looks of it, but it's not far from the city. Or from the town. I don't know if you would call Groningen a city. Yeah. Blauwestad. Ah, okay. I don't know if you would call Groningen a city. Yeah, fair enough compared to other parts of the province. Turn the wheels. Gotta turn the wheels. looking for another streamer. Follow him on GPS, and then you saw me. I see. Who is the other streamer? I know one guy, I don't know where he's based, probably Rotterdam, I forgot. So we queue. Alright. You can be found in the city every Tuesday and Friday for lifeguard training. That's sweet. So in Germany, going to Denmark. What does a lifeguard training session involve? What do you have to get certified for? I mean, I would assume that you should know how to swim, but apart from that, I've been meaning to go to Denmark for so long. I probably should head out there, and then you can just take a ferry to Sweden. Bondi Beach. What is that? Is that like a TV show or something? I'm not really big on TV stuff. You know, seeing lifeguards in action, they're always like keeping an eye out, blowing the whistle, getting idiots out. That's all fine. I mean, I know what they do, but I was wondering what you go through in terms of training. That's where you're training on transport handles for the water. But there we light. I don't need it yet, but I just because I remembered to put it on this bike. Might as well use it. See some streamers here. Yeah. Present day, present time. Ha ha ha. That's from the anime. Serial Experiments Lane. Hey TJ, was watching your video to ride bike this evening. I just started like a while ago, but happy to hear. I mean, guess I've been riding for about like 2 hours now. But I haven't been streaming the past couple of days. So today should hopefully act as an impetus to break that inertia so that I can keep that momentum going. Because, yeah, excuses, and excuses, but I was just doing other stuff. Am I often live? Well, what I would say, I was more active 2 months ago than I am. But I would say on an average every other day, or at least that's what I hope to do. 2:30 on the dot. Just surprised that 8-bit hasn't struck yet. Watched the start and you thought it was better to get off the couch. Good idea, hey? Yeah, sometimes we all need that reminder. active psycho. You want to ride your bike and want to get in shape. So do I. Just do it. Stop watching the stream right now and go get on your bike. Cycling alone is so boring. Yeah, I mean, my take on it is I mostly ride alone. Even before I wasn't streaming, I was riding alone. Streaming is not really riding alone. It is in a way, no one's watching, but yeah, it makes the times you ride with someone else kind of more fun. I would say that's my take on it. You could always listen to a book. You otherwise probably wouldn't read that book. You got wheelies on a scooter. Okay, he's gonna jam into me now. Also, you ride alone for a while, then you'll be like, this is the best thing. I don't have to talk to anyone. Or maybe not. It depends on the person, but TJ says ride an Omnium cargo bike and take my dog with me. That's rad. We are forming a cargo bike gang with Oxar getting his Omnium today. So not alone. Yeah. Wait, a cargo bike with a dog? Were you? I mean, there are not many Omnium cargo bikes with a dog up front in Netherlands, I suppose. Were you ever at Django's bike shop in Haarlem? Oxar says Omnium owners rolling in. You weren't there, okay? Because there's a guy who I think basically just rides his bike around and lives on his bike. Has his doggo up front, and he had come in for a service one day. This was probably when I was placing an order for my Omnium to come in. Choo. What kind of dog do you have, TJ? Is it possible to send a picture on the stream? I don't think so. Just share it on the Discord. I'll look at it later. Only text broadcasting. Hard to explain what dog it is. Yeah. Harder than explaining humans, I reckon. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. How big is the FTB standard right today? Yeah, I don't know. I think I've done this route multiple times before, I think. I don't remember. But I planned it out a few days ago and I didn't really check the specs today. I just loaded it up. But it was probably like a 50k, as in maybe like 2 hours on a big bike. And it's taking me ages. So, just gonna cross here. I'm not entirely sure, but we are close to we're already there. We're in Hutton. Imagine like an FTP test of like 3 hours. That will be something. The cat eye Brompton light I have on is kind of weak. It's mostly for to be seen than to see. But oh, here it is. We need the swift nagging messages with the spelling errors. Yeah. Yeah, I think I can turn them off, or maybe not. I don't quite remember, because I set the settings once and then left it. Maybe I should look into it. It's kind of annoying, but that's something to converse with. With those annoying messages. All right, turn on the second light. All the good pizza. Those messages are a roller coaster, yeah. It's like Swift is essentially gaslighting you half the time. And the other half, it's just like, you can do it, but it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be super hard, but maybe you can do it. And funny part is, it's not like super easy, but it's not super hard either. It's just like, I don't know. They need better, smarter copy rendering as to when and what, based on the person who's writing it. And you should also have the option to choose the kind of tone you want Swift to use. That would be nice. Kind of like different voices, but not just the voice, but also the copy itself will be different. Psychological warfare, yeah. Should have gotten the speaker. store run incoming. I was just thinking about that. I've got some stuff at home, but it might not be enough. But also, I've been eating the same kind of thing for the last 3 days. So it's either going to be nothing or it's going to be something from like pre-made food, like not at the grocery store. Thanks, DJ. See you next time, hopefully. You're also on the same food. What the hell? For day streak. Yeah. I was mostly on dried sausage and cheese because it's like so easy and calorie dense, and then salty as well. And then I was drinking bunch of juices equivalent to eating a fruit in a way, but probably has a bunch of unneeded sugar in it. Albert Heijn changed stuff around again and could not bother to search. Oh yeah, when they do that, I'm like, oh gosh, do I have to again like spend time for that thing I want to pick up? It's the worst. Yeah, but also I've been experimenting with food, so it's like we'll see how it goes. Come on, hold on. They keep dropping stuff that you eat a lot from their offerings. Yeah. Yeah, these days I don't even go to Albert Heijn. I've been mostly going to Yamba or the Plus, but only because it's around the corner from me. I don't like going there. They don't really have anything that is nice. Speaking of, I think I can make it to go home, drop off the bike and go to the Plus around the corner. No more Albert Heijn dal. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even eat like a variety of stuff unless I'm with other people. I just been mostly eating meat and fruit. And like cheeses and stuff. But once in a while, if nothing else is available, I have to do. I mean, pollo picante stuff. But that's like my poor planning. I say once in a while, but that was like a couple of weeks in a row, I suppose. All right, we're almost there. Made it in time for the grocery store as well. All right, that's it for today. Hopefully I keep up the momentum. I've been thinking about playing around with the timings as well, but I haven't gotten around to actually streaming in the mornings, which should be evening time for the US. Anyway, it's time to peace out.